Hey there, welcome to SAP Unplugged, where I break down complex SAP concepts. I'm Daniel Q, and today we are tackling SAP S4HANA. Stay to the end of this video to see why this matters to you that is already working with SAP solutions or you're just starting and embracing the journey. If you've been exploring enterprise software and considering a career in SAP, you probably heard S4HANA throw around like it's the next big thing, and that's because it is. But what exactly is it? And why should you care? As someone who's worked with SAP system for years, I'm gonna break down for you S4HANA in a way that actually makes sense, even if you're completely new to the SAP ecosystem. In the next few minutes, we're gonna cover what's S4HANA, technology behind it, and its features, deployment options, and how it can benefit business. Plus, I will share some practical advice if you're looking to build a career in this space. So whether you're a student, a professional considering career change, or just curious about enterprise technology, this video is for you. So what is S4HANA? At its core, SAP S4HANA is SAP's fourth generation to enterprise resource planning system, the successor of SAP ECC, Enterprise Core Components, which many large companies have been using for decades. The name itself is a mouthful, SAP Business Suite for SAP HANA, but don't let this intimidate you. Think of traditional ERP system as old desktop computers from the early 2000s. They worked, they are slow, clunky, and limited in what they can do. S4HANA is like upgrading to a cutting-edge laptop with the latest processor, tons of RAM, and a slick interface. It's gonna do the same fundamental job, helping business manage their resources, but in a much more powerful, efficient, and user-friendly way. SAP has been around since the 1970s, and their ERP solutions have evolved significantly over the time. S4HANA represents the biggest leap forward yet, completely reimagining what an ERP system can do for leveraging modern technology and design principles. The secret sauce that makes S4HANA so revolutionary is the HANA Database. HANA Database is SAP's high-performance in-memory database. And hey, I know in-memory database sounds like technical, but the concept is actually pretty simple. Traditional database store data on disk drives, which means every time you want to analyze the data or just run a report, the system has to retrieve that data from storage, which takes time and sometimes a lot of time for complex queries of large data sets. Traditional databases are like having to search through filing cabinets for information. You know the data is there somewhere, but you have to physically locate and pull it out every time you need it. HANA Database, on the other hand, is like having everything you need already laid out on your desk, within arm's reach. The data is stored in the computer's memory, RAM, making it instantly accessible. As a result, operations that used to take hours now take minutes or even seconds. Reports that used to be run overnight can now be generated in real time in a matter of seconds. And this isn't just a minor improvement. We're talking about performance gains of 10 times, 100 times, or even 1,000 times in some cases. But HANA isn't just faster. It also enables completely new capabilities that were not possible before, which bring us to the key features of S4HANA. S4HANA isn't just a faster version of the old SAP. It's a complete reimagining with several game-changing features. First, there's the simplified data model. Traditional SAP systems had to separate tables for transactional and analytical data, which created redundancy and complexity. S4HANA eliminates this duplication with a single simplified data model. Second, and this one is good, we have embedded analytics and real-time reporting. Because of HANA's speed, you can run complex analysis on live transactional data, so there is no more waiting for data to be copied to a separate reporting system. Third, S4HANA incorporates intelligent automation and AI. The system can learn from patterns, predict outcomes, and also even suggest actions based on historical data and current conditions. Now imagine having a personal assistant who not only organizes your work, but also predicts what you need next and makes smart recommendations. Now let's talk about the deployment options. One of the great things about S4HANA is its flexibility in deployment, which have not seen before. Companies can choose the option that best fit their needs, budget, and its strategy. The first option is the on-premise deployment, where The company hosts S4HANA on their own servers and manages the infrastructure themselves. This gives maximum control and customization options, but requires significant IT resources and upfront investment. The second option is the cloud deployment, which comes in two flavors: public cloud and private cloud. With public cloud, SAP hosts and manages everything, and you access it as a service with a subscription fee. On the other hand, you have private cloud that offers a dedicated environment for a single customer, providing more security and customization than a public cloud, but still being managed by SAP or by a SAP partner. And the third option is a hybrid approach, where some components run on-premise and others in cloud, giving the best of both worlds. Choosing between these options is like deciding between owning a car versus using a ride-sharing service versus sometimes driving and sometimes riding. Each has its own benefits depending on the company's specific needs, resources, and preferences. SAP has also introduced RISE with SAP, which is essentially a business transformation as a service offering that includes S4HANA Cloud, tools and services to help companies move to the cloud on their own pace. If you or your customers are already using an older SAP system, you might be wondering how to make the leap to S4HANA. There are three main approaches to the migration. The first is the greenfield approach, where you essentially start from scratch with a new implementation. This gives you a clean state and the opportunity to redesign your processes, but also means leaving behind your history and potentially facing more change management challenges. The second is the brownfield approach, where you basically convert your existing SAP system to S4HANA, keeping your historical data and many of your customizations. This is less disruptive, but might mean that you're carrying forward some inefficiencies from your old system. The third approach is selective data transition, which is a middle ground where you bring over only selected data and processes from your old system while redesigning others. Understand that migration is like moving to a new house. You can either take everything with you, with brownfield, start completely fresh with a greenfield, or carefully selecting what's worth bringing along, selective data transition. Each approach has its pros and cons, and the right depend on the customer objective. But the question is, so why companies are investing millions in moving to S4HANA? The benefits are substantial and span across the entire organization. S4HANA serves as a platform for innovation, enabling companies to quickly adopt new technology like IoT, AI, blockchain, and advanced analytics. It's not just about doing the same thing faster, it's about doing new things that were not possible before. Companies using S4HANA can respond faster to market changes, deliver better customer experience, and also operate more efficiently than their competitors. So if you're considering a career in the SAP ecosystem, or your company is planning to move to S4HANA through one of the implementation options, here are some practical advice to help you prepare. First, understand that S4HANA implementations are complex projects that require a mix of technical, functional, and business process knowledge. The most successful professionals in this space have knowledge around the business processes and also know the system very well. If you're just starting out, focus on building strong foundation in business processes first, and then you learn the technical knowledge. And if you don't want to spend a lot of money going through the whole SAP official training or certification, in my previous video, I shared 3 tips for you to get started. SAP's Learning Hub and SAP Unplugged platforms offer great resources for you to get started, and most of them are free. For those with experience that are willing to invest, certification can be really a valuable credential. And SAP offers many different certification paths for S4HANA, from functional consultant to technical developer to project manager. Now, let's be honest, there are common challenges in S4HANA implementation, and I'm going to mention some of them. It might involve data migration, change management, and integration with other systems. If you are involved in an implementation, pay special attention to these areas and leverage SAP's best practices and tools to address them. The job market for S4HANA skills is booming, with demand far exceeding supply. Consultants, developers, architects, and project managers with S4HANA experience are among the highest paid professions in the enterprise software space, ranging here in the US, anything from $120K to $200K a year. As we look to the future with S4HANA, we will continue to evolve. with SAP still investing heavily in AI, machine learning, and industry-specific solutions. The 2027 deadline for ending mainstream support for older SAP systems is also driving many companies to plan their S4HANA migrations, creating plenty of opportunities for professionals in this space. Whether you're considering a career in SAP or just wanted to understand what the S4HANA buzz is about, I hope this overview has been helpful. SAP's technology can seem intimidating at the first, but once you really break it down, the concepts are actually quite approachable. Don't forget to follow SAP Unplugged for daily insights that can boost your SAP career. And if you found this video useful, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the SAP Unplugged channel for more SAP content explaining plain English. Drop your questions in the comments below. I read every single one and I use them to plan future videos. So thank you for watching and I see you next week.